All right, you got to admit, that's pretty cool. Hey everyone, my name's Randy. Welcome to Go Midwest Fishing. Now, if you've watched any of my fishing videos, you know I love my underwater cameras. Good quality here. So you open it up and you get your 365-day worry-free warranty there. You get the user manual, and then here's the camera. Probably the biggest feature of this is the screen. Look at that. It is now a 7-inch screen in high definition 1080p. This thing is huge. Next up is battery life, but the new upgraded MOQCCQGR comes with a 10,000 milliamp battery, which can last up to 20 hours. For me, this is a game changer because I mostly use this thing when I'm ice fishing, and I can spend, at least 8 to 10 hours out on the ice. So now I know I can go out there all day long, never have to worry about my camera running out of batteries. And also, it comes with this standard USB-C charger, just kind of like you'd find on your cell phones. And you can actually charge it from an external battery bank and run it while it's charging. Something I tried with my Aquaview here, and it did not work. All right, another neat feature, if we pull this out, we got the camera here. So on the front of it, it's got 4 white lights and 4 LED lights. So you can use it with the lights off in the daytime, and at night you got the choice between white lights and infrared lights. The Aquaview, you only have the choice of infrared lights. All right, let's turn it on for a second and I'll show you the menu system. All right, there I am. Hey everyone. All right, the menu system, it's pretty simple. You just hit right there and you got a choice of brightness, contrast, saturation, all the same stuff you'd normally expect. Pretty easy to navigate. You just hit the menu button to switch between the two, left and right arrows to adjust them. And then it also has brightness of the screen. You can push right here for easy, quick access. And if your camera is tilted the wrong way, you actually have a button here. You can flip the camera around so it's facing the right way. That's kind of cool. And then here's your lights. So there's your 4 white lights, 4 LED lights. You shouldn't be able to see that on camera. It's made so fish can't see it. And then you can turn it off. Well, that's interesting. When I changed the angle of the camera, it made the words go backwards. Let me see if... Okay, there it is. Look at it. All right, they're back to normal now. All right, so far this thing looks great on paper, but the real test is we got to take it on the lake and see how it does. But before we do that, I just want to show you a couple things on here. So on the back side, you got this spool here. You just unwind the cable by hand. And I think this says it had... it said 80 feet of cable. Anyway, it's pretty long. And you got the little plug on the side here. You can unplug it and plug it in so it can connect to the screen. But this whole spool here is just magnetic. It pulls right off. And you got a 1/4 inch adapter here. You can put on a tripod or whatever you want. And the same adapter is on the spool, so you can leave it attached or not. When I fish, I like to put a little tripod on here and set it by my fishing hole so it's easy to see. I don't know if there's anything you can really do about this, but the camera here, it just goes in this little slot like that. That's how it stays when you store it. And, well, I like to change locations a lot and constantly move. And every time you use this thing, you have to pull this thing out, put it back on the camera, run the wire up. I wish there was a way they made this box where you could just leave it all connected and put it together in here so I didn't have to constantly undo it and store it in there. You can kind of see in the Aquaview here, I just have it off to the side in this box and just throw it in there. It's ready to go. Well, hopefully you get a little better view of the screens. Test it out. Looks a little different off this end. You can see it a little better without so much glare. And there you can see the pointer right at the Aquaview camera there. I think this is pointing pretty much similar direction. There's the MOQCCQGR, and there's the Aquaview. A little bit darker over here. Okay, now I put it right above the weeds, and actually you got a little more definition now. You got something to point at here. You see the weeds on the MOQCCQGR, and there you're actually, it's too much reflection. I can see the camera from the MOQCCQGR. There it is. Let's see if I can't get a... It's kind of a highly reflective screen here, so it's hard to see, but right there's the MOQCCQGR camera. Yeah, if I came out here in the evening when it's a little darker, it'd be easier to see. But this actually, okay, the MOQCQGR looks a lot better now that I put it down. Let's even drop it down a little further. Probably doesn't look quite as good putting a camera to a camera, but to my naked eye, it actually looks pretty good here. And there's the side by side. You see more of my reflection. The AquaView does have a glossier screen, so you can see me in this one, but you look over here, it doesn't reflect quite as much, so it's a little bit easier to see. But again, it's a little more washed out than this one. And check this out. All I do is leave it in there, flip it upside down, shove it down in there. Good. It actually fits in the case without me having to put it on the side of the camera winding reel there. Now, I use these cameras all the time when I'm ice fishing. In fact, I hardly use my fish finder anymore because I can just put the camera down and just watch the fish come in. It's really cool because you can see how they interact with your lures. And you know how many times I had my lure down there and seen fish just swim by and completely ignore my bait? It's like I would have never known they were there. Plus, you can tell what kind of fish they are, and it's just fun to watch. It kind of makes fishing a little more interactive. So I'd highly suggest getting one of these underwater cameras, especially for ice fishing. It makes it a lot of fun.